Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Farmcast. We're back, and we're back to talk some football. It's getting that time of the year, December. Gets a little chilly. The run game starts to pick up a little more. Pound the rock. And we're getting down there. Teams are getting eliminated. Texans, Jaguars, Jets, Lions. I think that's everyone eliminated so far.
I just want to throw this out there. We're talking a little December football, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm so fucking glad it's already mid-December because this has been like the longest football season. I know it's only like one more week. There's just been something about it that has dragged on longer than years before. It's bizarre, but like, oh my god, I am ready for playoffs. Good God.
Yeah, I agree.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I know like at this point we aren't like to the season actually getting longer, but it does feel like the season's been like going for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even just looking ahead, I feel like this is usually the time where I'm like, okay, we're getting close to the final regular season game. We've got 4 more. That's a month of football, of regular season football. I've always been like, oh, January playoffs. We have a fucking month of foot. Like, it's crazy how one game can change things so much like that. And yeah, I felt so out of whack.
I think a big part of it was like when we were going through and doing like our, talking about the week ahead or whatever. How many times did we say like bad slate this week? I feel like it was like half of the week, and then the other half were like complete bangers, But
right. I think part of that.
There was like a 3-week stretch where it was just dry. Yes, it was like that kind of that like early November, late October period. It was just boring. But yeah. I think we're starting to kind of creep a little bit back into the good games.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if part of that is because of like the AFC and the huge gap there is between like the Dolphins and, I mean, we're going all the way up. We could go up to like Colts. Like it's like Dolphins are 6 and 7, all the way up to the Colts, who are the 6th seed, are 7 and 6. One game apart for these teams, and like that's just fucking insane. And I feel like part of that is we can't tell. Like the Raiders, I mean, I don't know what the fuck are they. I think I flipped so much on that team. Same with the Dolphins. Same with the Steelers. I don't know. Like so that's why I feel like a lot of these teams I viewed as like sucky teams, but might just get on a hot streak and sneak into playoffs.
Okay, here's a little interesting experiment we could do. So let's go like down by the AFC and NFC. Of these teams that are technically on the bubble, which ones do you think are eliminated? Like actually. Like have no chance of making the playoffs.
I don't think the Raiders have a shot in hell. I don't think the Steelers.
Are we just going AFC right now?
We'll go AFC first, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Raiders for sure.
The Broncos seem kind of dead to me. I trust the Steelers more than I do the Broncos, and the Bengals feel like that real like wild card team to me.
Yeah.
Of all the teams that are down there, like I could actually see them making a legit run. I know they've been kind of on a shitty run for the last few weeks, but I don't know.
I think click. For me, it's the bottom 4 teams in the AFC. I completely agree. I could see the Browns and the Bengals flip-flopping with the Colts. And actually, I don't know because, like, I think the Bills are going to make the playoffs, I think realistically, the AFC looks pretty locked other than, like, maybe one team will swap out.
See, I'm looking at the Colts' remaining schedule, and the last 4 games they have to play are the Patriots, the Cardinals, the Raiders, and then they get the Jaguars. So they got at least one win in there, but Cardinals, Patriots, those might be 2 losses. And Raiders, you never know what Raiders team you're going to get.
Yeah,
so
right.
I don't know. It's weird.
I think this week is going to be, I mean, this is like, I think Colts Patriots might be, just looking at this briefly, I feel like that might be game of the week. No, Chiefs Chargers. But Colts Patriots is still very, very good.
Listen, it could be game of the week, and I'm going to hate every second of watching that game.
Right.
Talk miserable December football. Just tune into Colts Patriots. That game is going to suck to watch.
I will say I'm rooting for the Colts. I really want them to get in here. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Colts pretty hard, actually. Like, I really want them in playoffs.
Why?
Because, like, I think they can, like, be, like, kind of like the Titans of 2 years ago, where, like, they're just gonna, like, run the ball, play good defense. I don't know. I think they can knock off legit teams, especially one being the Patriots. Like,
They seem like the Patriots killer.
Yeah.
Like, if there's, like, one team in the playoffs that could really get them, that seems like the team that could do it because they kind of play that same style of football.
Yeah.
Whether they can do it better, I don't know, but they just seem to be like that one team that can really hand it to them. I don't know.
That's why I'm
Are you
really
guys looking
rooting
at
hard.
I'm looking at the schedule right now. Do you guys know we have Saturday football this week?
Oh, yeah.
and next week?
Oh yeah, we're back, baby.
I did
Saturday
not
football's
know that.
back.
But then there's no Thursday night football, week 17 and week 18?
I'd rather have Saturday night than Thursday night football.
I would too. It's
Yeah,
just,
I
is that
agree.
new this year?
No, it always goes like that.
It always
Thursday
goes like
peters
that.
out.
Okay.
Yep.
It's Saturday.
Okay.
So this week? I thought it was only Christmas.
This week, yeah. This week and next week.
Wow. I do like that a lot better. I mean, I've been rooting for Saturday night football. I guess with no college football, might as well. But in my opinion, I would still want Saturday night football, even with college football. I do not care about college football
Absolutely.
one bit. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I don't care about college football, but I just want to bring this up real quick. I fucking love that number one recruit went to Jackson State to go play for Deion Sanders instead of playing at Florida State. You guys saw that, right?
No.
No.
So the number one recruit in the country was going to go to Florida State, literally put on the hat, then he throws it off, puts on the Jackson State hat, and he's going to go play or Deion Sanders because he can make a lot of money with that, I'm not sure, NFI deal or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But he's going to get like $4 or $5 million to play there, and love it.
So
Yeah,
cool.
hell yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
Boomers are furious.
Good.
And it's like, I don't get their rationale because, like, they love to say, like, oh, the integrity of the game. The kids should play for the love of the game and all that. But it's like, it hasn't been about, like, love of the game or recreation for, I don't know, 50, 60 years because it's always been about business. It's just the guys who are getting paid are all the NCAA guys and the heads of the schools. Let's let the guys who actually play get paid too.
Also,
it's always been a business.
The argument about college football is like, oh, anything can happen in these games. Anything can happen. No, there fucking can't, because Bama's going to get everything they want. LSU's going to get everything you want. I like this because this gives a chances to actual other schools. It's not the bullshit. It's not Urban Meyer at Ohio State. Fuck it, I'll get another 5-star recruit. Yeah.
And you want them? Pay up.
Right,
Pay
exactly.
up. Do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love
They
that.
can afford it. They can afford it.
That makes college football way more appealing to me, and it's still not appealing at all to me. So
Well, think of it this way too: if a place like Jackson State has enough money to $4 million for the number one recruit, you think Alabama can't? You think Florida State can't?
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
What a joke! Pay up.
Yep. Speaking of college football, real quick, let's touch on it. Is Urban Meyer the worst coach in NFL history?
It's getting there. I can't.
So I really
Let me do a little cursory search.
I want to make a pitch real quick here. In recent history, I don't think there's been a worse season of football played than the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. And I don't think even though they have 2 wins, I don't think it's even close to like the 0-16 Lions or the Browns, any of those Browns teams. I think this is the worst season of football played by any NFL organization in my lifetime, I think, mainly because Urban Meyer's been a clown this whole time, and people predicted this before the season started. Along with that, you've got a guy who was compared to Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning coming in, and he's playing pretty fucking bad. People don't talk about it because it's the Jaguars, but he's playing really fucking bad. And he does have a bad team, but if you watch these throws, they're also just bad throws. So they're breaking this talent, this prospect, and they're just a mess of an organization, and they might not even get the number 1 pick. So I think this is up there as one of the worst seasons of football ever played.
It seems like to even accomplish the feat of ruining a generational talent like Trevor Lawrence, how do you even manage that? Like, he's not even putting up numbers. Like, he's not even, like, Bortlesing the games. You know what I mean? There's no garbage time. There's no late game runs. It's just shit football. I mean, it's so bad. I don't know. I don't know what you do for the rest of the year because you got to think long-term future for Trevor Lawrence. Do you bench him before his confidence just completely shatters? I don't know.
So I think they're already idiots for getting rid of Gardner Minshew. Absolute fucking clowns. I think they are because like this would be a good opportunity to like toss him in there and give Trevor Lawrence. I would bench him. To answer your question, I would.
Yeah.
Because yeah, seriously, give him a break. And God forbid the dude his mental health right now. I don't know how I'd feel. You were the guy coming into this draft. For sure the guy. You're playing terrible, you're getting a beating. You're 2-11. You had never lost a game before this.
I'm not gonna say he's blameless though. Like he gets the Urban Meyer pass. He totally does, right? But you're supposed to be like the leader of the team, and you never hear anything out of Trevor Lawrence. Like you never hear
one thing.
The only time was the James Robinson benching.
Yes, yeah.
And that was the only time. So he finally does say something. That was his chance. Like take a little ownership of the team, step up into that role, and then you throw 4 interceptions and James Robinson rushes for 4 yards. Like
I will say I said it early on as a joke, but I'm really buying into a Ryan Leaf situation here. I don't think there's much coming back, if I'm being completely honest.
Wait, Ryan Leaf. So does that mean Zach Wilson's Peyton Manning?
Makes you think.
Maybe.
Listen,
Mac Jones is. Mac Jones is. He's the Peyton
statistically
Manning.
Off to a much better start than Peyton Manning.
Yeah. No, I think Trevor Lawrence. If you switch Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, he's the only thing people are talking about right now.
Yeah.
It's sad. Like this was the slam dunk of slam dunks. He has all the Andrew Luck level talent, but he's not like addicted to football like Andrew Luck was for his short time. It's just very strange.
It sucks. I wanted him to be awesome.
But the thing is, I don't think it's going to get better either because let's say they get rid of Urban. The problem's like Urban is ridiculous. He's a clown. But the problem is it goes way deeper than Urban Meyer because like Shad Khan has not managed to hire a head coach in all of his years leading that organization. He's never been able to put a good GM in place, good coaches in place. So if he's going to be the guy that has to somehow magically right the ship,
it's not happening.
I mean, we've seen it for years and years and years and years and years. I don't know how it gets better until he sells the team.
Yeah, exactly. You've had one winning season in a decade.
And it was clearly a fluke.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And you couldn't even make something out of that. So, yeah, the Jaguars are bad.
I'll say it.
You know what? Let's talk about some good football. I just wanted to touch on that. I have a question. Do we think the Packers are going to be the number 1 seed?
I'll say it. Yeah. I do.
I think so too. And so one of the bigger reasons I'm looking at remaining schedules for the Colts and for the Packers.
The Colts?
Why the Cardinals? Sorry, Cardinals and the Packers.
Yeah. What a weird comparison.
The Buccaneers, I didn't realize the Buccaneers snuck into the 2 seed, but I'm just looking at remaining schedules. So we get to play Baltimore this week, who may or may not have Lamar Jackson. And at this point, I don't care if they do, because I think we're going to go in this week and we're going to handle Baltimore. That is the most injured team I think I've ever seen. I think they're trash. I think they're the most overrated team right now. Like, they've had a nice run, but it's kind of done. What?
Yeah. Well, sorry, I was just looking at the Buccaneers schedule. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to lose another game.
Yeah, no, the Bucs. That's what. Again, we just win out, but I am questioning if we can.
Yeah, because the Buccaneers play the Saints this week, then the Panthers, the Jets, and then the Panthers again.
Oh God.
Yeah. I don't think they lose.
Hey, listen. Don't. Let's not count our chickens, because I don't know if you guys saw today. Big news. Sam Darnold has returned to practice. So
I saw that.
go!
Activated off the IR.
it's not counting the Carolina Panthers yet. But
And I mean, to be fair, it's 3 divisional games. Anything can happen in divisional games, but the Buccaneers are so much better than 3 of those teams.
I would say the Saints are like the one that like weirdly could upset them just because they're the Saints.
they're always live.
Yeah.
But the Packers. So I think they win in Baltimore this week. Next week we welcome Cleveland to town, who is going just through. Did you guys see everything that was going on with Cleveland today?
Yeah, what did they add? Like
What
15 guys to the COVID reserve
Everybody's
list,
on
right?
COVID.
Yeah.
It is insane. I mean, Baker, Wyatt Teller, everybody is on COVID.
I'm actually like a little worried about that. I wanted to bring that up later, but like with the whole Rams situation and then seeing what the Browns are going through today, like I hope there's not like, I mean, it's already a big outbreak in the NFL, but like an even bigger outbreak looming. You know what I mean?
See, the thing is with that, it's a very nice time to be in Green Bay. But the other side of it is like the NFL. I mean, I don't know if I'm putting on like a tinfoil hat here or anything, but
You definitely are. I know what you're about to
listen,
say.
if it is, we'd see NFC Championship, NFC Divisional Round. You think if Tom Brady tests positive for COVID, do you really think that's getting public? Seriously.
I think so because that would almost get more interest going than I think it would.
No, it wouldn't. There's no world in fucking hell people are gearing up to turn on their TVs if Blaine Gabbert is playing instead of Tom Brady. There's no fucking chance. Dude, I'm telling you, it happened last year in the playoffs. COVID cases went way down during that January. Like there was nobody missing games in the NFL. Nobody. Like I'm telling you guys, when the playoffs start, if you have COVID or not, as long as you're asymptomatic, you're on that field.
I agree.
Guaranteed.
I really do completely agree, and I think worst comes to worst, they would really bend over backwards to get a team like to postpone it until like, okay, good, the public doesn't know that Brady has COVID. Let's go.
Right, but think of it this way too. It's already ridiculous the way it is because guys now, like on Monday night, for instance, the Rams tested before the games. Like Odell Beckham tested for COVID. All these guys, they did their test, then they played, and then they get the results back the next day.
Yeah.
It's already silly.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a stretch. But so the Packers have the Ravens. Then we have the Browns next week. I think we handle the Browns at home because Baker Mayfield is a terrible quarterback. Then we finish at home against the Vikings. Another win.
Yep, that's the easiest one.
A win. I'll be present for, as we'll call
you and I.
Yeah, that is the easiest guaranteed in this.
But the Cardinals have a brutal finish. I don't know if you've seen this. So they have the Lions this week. That's a cupcake, obviously. Then they have the Colts, the Cowboys, and then the Seahawks. And that divisional game against Russell Wilson, you never know.
Well, that's cool and all, but frankly, I do not fucking care for 2 reasons. One, like Fenner said, it's not the Cardinals threatening us, it's the Buccaneers threatening us. And 2, fuck it, if they want the 1 seed, go for it. We will literally go in there and beat them. The Cardinals are an amazing regular season team, but come playoffs, that's like the one team I'm like counting out of playoffs right now, if I'm being honest. I don't think they can. Like I don't think they're serious, and maybe it's just because they're the Cardinals. But guys, am I wrong? Like they've got talent, they look great, but I don't think they can beat big boy teams.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, clearly my preseason bet for Cliff Kingsbury being the first coach fired, I clearly don't have a lot of faith in the man. I don't know though. Like the thing is they do have the recipe. Like they definitely have a good pass rush. They can run the ball. Like James Conner is as healthy as ever. Oh, actually, I guess he just got hurt. Before this he was, but I don't know. I trust them more in the postseason than I do the Cowboys.
Yeah, I also think they're frauds. Honestly, to me, the NFC's Packers, Bucks, and Rams. Yeah.
I'm not discounting the Cardinals completely. I wouldn't be shocked to see them in the NFC Championship, but I don't know. I'd be pretty surprised. I am really worried we get a 49ers run, though.
Well, we won't, so that's okay.
Oh, you don't think it's any possibility? They're hot, and they're getting healthy.
That's awesome, but we did have a segment on this podcast about one of Kyle Shanahan, so are you backing down? Are you backing down?
That Kyle Shanahan's
Yeah.
a bad coach?
Yeah.
You could be the... Cliff Kingsbury is proving that you can be a bad coach and win football games. He's doing it right now. So I'm just saying, I think they can win in spite of the man, because when you have George Kittle and Deebo Samuel and Nick Bosa, you don't lose. You know what I mean? It's kind of.
You
hard
also
to
have
lose games like that.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I agree.
I really do. I really do think they're a pretty fraudulent team. I've seen enough to know.
I think they could win a wild card game, though. I think they could upset if they get matched up with like the Cowboys or the Rams. I think they could knock them.
Yeah, okay, I could see them. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, right now they would be matched up with the Cardinals, so I don't see them beating the Cardinals.
We need to look at that 7 seed, though. I think we need to. We should scroll
Yes.
down a little bit.
Yeah,
And, try to figure out this. This is disgusting. This sucks.
I hate to say it, but as I'm looking at these teams, I'm eliminating Saints down. Saints, Panthers, Seahawks, Giants, Bears. I'm eliminating all of them. I don't care to. Actually, toss the Falcons in there too. I'm eliminating all of those teams because I don't care.
I agree with everyone except the Seahawks. I am not going to eliminate the Seahawks.
They're 5-8 and they look awful.
Because
they beat the Texans?
No, because there's something about like Russell Wilson. I just can't count that guy out. He has broken my heart too many times.
He hasn't recently.
Until I see him. But you know what sticks with you is the ones that hurt, Zach. That's what sticks with you. That's what sticks with me.
This man didn't score a point in Lambeau
for years.
Until they are mathematically eliminated, I cannot count them out.
This is insane because I heard this last playoffs. You guys pulled this last playoffs. And I said, no, the Rams are going in there. Seahawks have been frauds for way longer than they should have been.
Do you not remember how that game actually went?
Yeah, the Rams won.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when they came to Green Bay.
No, I'm talking about...
that was in 2018.
Yeah. I really don't care about the Seahawks. They are so out. They're 5-8. They're going to get stomped by the Rams this week. They are so out of it. Honestly, they should just try to tank now for a draft pick and start looking at those Russell. No, they don't even get the draft pick. It's the Jets. So, yeah, you can't take. You better start looking for those trade proposals now.
Listen, hey, they signed Adrian Peterson. They're in win now mode.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's true.
So, the best team on that list.
Rashad Penny looked real good last week.
The best team comfortably there is the Vikings.
Which says a lot.
I don't think they're weird, but they have the Bears like on the road against the Bears, the Rams, the Packers, and then the Bears again. It's not a great finishing schedule.
No.
What? Could you pull up the Eagles schedule?
I was just gonna say, if the Eagles don't have a brutal schedule, I think they could finish.
Honestly, it could be. I mean, football team plays the Eagles this week.
Yeah,
that's important. I think.
Footballs, Eagles, footballs, Giants, footballs, Cowboys.
It is.
Oh my God!
All
4 divisional games.
What? I love that. That's
some NFC East shit if I've ever heard
it.
That's very doable. Very doable.
Yeah.
What about the football team? Yeah.
I think they suck.
You think
they're too hurt? I think they're too hurt. They don't have Montez Sweat right now. They don't have Chase Young. Taylor Heineke is just as likely to throw for 10 yards as he is for 300. Like, I don't know. I don't trust him.
Dude, is every single team in this division, do they only play divisional opponents?
Wait, what's
the last 4 games?
What's the football?
They play
teams?
the Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles, Giants.
So,
oh God,
I think I'm learning. Whoever wins this week, I think of the Eagles football team, I think they'll get the 7 seed because I think that'll show who's better, and I'll just give it to them the 2 games. So let's say it's the Eagles. Okay, then they beat the football team twice, lose to the Cowboys, and you get another one, a free one against the Giants.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of this for the privilege of getting slaughtered by whoever the number 2 seed is.
Hopefully the Buccaneers or us.
Honestly, yeah. I'm starting to think like if the Packers, I don't know. It's still, we still have to go and beat Baltimore and Cleveland. Like I think we will, but like if we lose one of those games, we're stunned.
Fucked. Yep.
I don't think the Buccaneers are losing another game.
So what a gross record that is. 14-3. I know that's a good record. It just seems off.
It seems worse than 13-3.
It really does. Yeah.
It does.
Aesthetically, it's not nearly as pleasing.
Yeah. There's something weird about that. I totally agree.
Yeah. So who do you guys think? I'm gonna make my prediction for the Eagles.
I am also going Eagles.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Actually, let me pivot on that because Jalen Hurts is injured right now. He's a high ankle sprain. And so they're going to bring in Gardner. Look, we saw 16 games of Gardner Minshew last year, and he was fucking atrocious. Like, he was really bad. Let's not forget that. I know he had a good game, his last game.
He was pumped up about it, too. Come on.
I like the guy a lot.
They've got energy.
He's going to have a nice 15-year career as just a career backup. He's going
to be Ryan Fitzpatrick. He'll be starter
all 15 years.
No, like, I love the guy. Nothing but the best for him. But, like, if he's the guy I need to trust, that's a tough situation to be in.
Yeah.
I would say the Vikings, but that schedule's terrible. Watch it just be the Falcons and nobody's happy.
Whoever plays them would be happy.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I think it'll be the footballs.
It is funny because the Falcons, it's so funny how close they are in this. Because by like every statistic and measurement, they should be like a bottom 5 team in football. Like every like advanced stat says the Falcons are like by far one of the worst teams. So I hope they make it because that's very funny.
You know, I think there's an outside shot that the Saints could maybe get in. They play the Bucks, the Dolphins, the Panthers, and the Falcons. You know that, like, other than the Bucks.
Cake.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, well, hold on. So Bucks, that's not a cake one. Dolphins are.
That's
what
I said. I said other than the Bucks. Yeah.
Dolphins have been hot.
And they're frauds. They're the biggest fraudulent team of all time.
They have not played anybody. I am not going there yet. I think the Saints just defensively handle the Dolphins.
Okay. I don't think that's a.
Panthers,
I don't think that's
the Panthers. They got Sammy Scrambles. I know.
But I don't think that's a cakewalk, and I don't think any game for the Saints outside of like the bottom tier teams is really a cakewalk. Taysom again, he's so athletic, but he's just like not a great quarterback. Like he just isn't.
He's not.
and it's like I don't know.
If they had Jameis behind the helm, would you feel any different?
If they had Jameis, they'd be a playoff team.
With the 6th seed.
Yeah, they would be locked in there. They were looking so good too. That sucks.
Yeah,
that hurts.
The Niners seem like a shoe-in all of a sudden. Like they seem almost guaranteed, which is weird.
I guess just because they're one game above, but like again, if the Falcons are gonna make a push for it, like they could win this week. Like I don't think it's a guarantee that the Niners are gonna beat the Falcons. Like, I don't know. Like, because, again, they play... It's going to be a good end of season because they all play each other.
Like, these conferences are so different. Like, the AFC is just chocked full of pretty decent quality teams, but have, like, no top-end talent other than what's looking like probably the Chiefs, and I kind of want to get into them a little bit later. They're just kind of that whole top end of the AFC in a little bit. But... like, the NFC is just, you got 3 or 4 just juggernauts. And then nothing.
Yeah. I would
like
still
that
include...
that is the saddest wild card race I've ever seen.
I think, though, the only reason I would include Cowboys in that is because I think if the Cowboys are AFC, they're like the 2 seed. Like, maybe even the 1 seed. You think so?
Who are the Cowboys better than in the AFC?
I've got them better than the Titans. I've got them better than the Ravens. I've got them. Well, okay. I don't want to get into it with the Chargers yet. We'll save it for the AFC. I don't think they're better than the Chargers, but I do think they're better than the Colts. I mean, they're like similar with the Bills. I would say they're better than the Bills. I think they're better. I think they're better than the Browns. Baker's been so bad. They're better than the Bengals. Better, and then all the other teams. Yeah. Can we talk AFC?
I want to talk AFC super bad because I got to get this off my chest, and this is gonna sound fucking crazy.
Yep.
Coming from me. If things line up, just because the way the AFC is set up, I think first choice it's going to be the Chiefs that I think come out of the AFC. I think they just see they got everything rolling right now. But if it's not the Chiefs, and if they get everybody back the way they say they're going to get everybody back, I don't know how you stop the Titans anymore. Because that defense it's the number 2 pass defense in the NFL. It's clearly legit. It's a legit.
What a turn!
Yeah, hold on. Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question. Do you buy the Titans?
I buy the Titans.
We did it! We did it!
I buy the Titans if they actually get the guys back healthy that they say they will. Like, if they get Derrick Henry back. They just got Julio back. If they can get A.J. Brown back. I mean, that feels like the perfect team to go in, beat New England, running the ball, playing good defense. I mean, it is what it is. That defense has been so much better than anybody would have expected. And if Tannehill can just kind of do enough, which is, it's Tannehill, but it seems like he can. I don't know. Yeah, I know this is wild coming from me. I have been number 1 Titans hater all year, but they've shown me a lot. I have been really impressed with the Titans.
Okay.
Now that I said that, they're going to get fucking smoked by Big Ben this week.
I don't know, Fenner, who do you see coming out of the AFC? Because I've got mine, but I want to wait.
If I was a betting man, which I am, I'd put money on the Chargers. But outside of the Chargers, or not the Chargers, I mean the Chiefs. I apologize, not the Chargers.
Okay.
I still really had faith in the Ravens until Lamar got hurt. But I just don't know. Like, they seem like such a mess, like defensively as well.
That injury report is the saddest thing I've ever
seen. Yeah. I just can't.
Marlon Humphrey's out for the year. Tough season.
Yeah, it's tough. But the Patriots are playing really, really good right now. And what a script the NFL would have written 2 years ago if Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, and then the next year he goes up against the Patriots in the Super Bowl, passing the torch on to Mac Jones as Mac Jones gets hoisted on his offensive lineman's shoulders with the Lombardi Trophy. My God, that would make me puke.
Listen, I love Mac Jones. We're a Mac Jones positive podcast. I think I'd kill myself. I think if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, if I have to see the next generation of Patriots dynasty, I got nothing left, dude. I got nothing. It is fucking over. This is why I know Zach's been like on board at the Patriots.
Yeah.
But if you say that, but if you have to watch them go to another Super Bowl and you don't have like a knot in your stomach, there's something wrong with you. It is disgusting to think about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I will it's almost like as they say, I girl bossed a little too close to the sun with my Patriots, love and. Or not even love, but I don't know what to say anymore.
They were likable when they felt like an underdog. They kind of felt like,
and they don't feel like that.
They're actually still good. It was pretty neat. And now that they're just like the juggernaut they kind of always were, it's like, this just fucking sucks.
Yeah. That is exactly how I feel.
The only thing that I have that I can take from this positively is that I can call Tom Brady a system quarterback again, which is it's a nice feeling.
That is, that's fun.
Well, that's why it's such
another good system.
That's why it's such a good script. You can't do that.
It's total copium.
So I want to make the case for my pick to win the AFC. We've seen this. So obviously, the obvious ones for me are, I mean, the Patriots. Like we just said, they're still the Patriots. They're still Bill Belichick's team, and the Chiefs are on fire. I think they're one of the hottest teams right now. I mean, maybe the Packers are number one, but Chiefs are right up there too. But I'm gonna make the case for the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert is that dude. Like if you just watch him, dude, he's good. He's going to be in that top tier if he isn't already. He's going to be tier 1. He looks so fucking good. And this team kind of gives me kind of shades, honestly, of Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl 45 run. I think they're in a comparable position there. If everything can go right for them, like the best. If they can play to their potential, I think they can go to the Super Bowl for sure. The frustrating thing is that I don't see them play to their potential enough. But I think if there is a team that, the best football is ahead of them, and that's really important going into the playoffs, I think it is the Chargers. They are like so well-rounded. And like I said, in the playoffs, the stars come out, and Justin Herbert's a star. And Justin Herbert, I think, will win a Super Bowl, let alone go to one with how good he fucking looks. So I'm making the case. I think the Chargers, obviously there are hurdles in front of them, but I really like what the Chargers are doing. I think they're a really complete team. And yeah, I like them. I like them a lot.
They're such a likable team. I would be very happy if that were the case.
Same.
But it's the fucking Chargers. They have been this level of good basically my entire life. And it is divisional round good. It's wild card. It's AFC Championship good. They're the Chargers. They just don't ever get over the hump. And the thing I'm really worried about with the Chargers is that they don't have a legit running game. Like Eckler isn't your pound it, between the 20s. He's not your grinder. They don't have anybody like that. And when you get to January football, that is a big fucking problem. I want to just real quick, the only thing I want to talk about, one more thing about the Patriots. Did you guys watch that Thursday night or Monday night game against the Bills?
Yes.
Did you see what Mac Jones looked like? That was the coldest man I have ever seen in my entire life. He was frozen, stiff as a board. He's lived in the Bible Belt his entire life. Now you expect him to go rookie year, play January football in Foxborough or let alone anywhere else?
That's a good point.
I don't think he can handle it. Not yet.
And that's why, I think a team like the Chargers, and honestly like the Bills, you catch them on a different day. I think that they'll play again. I think that game's going to be a little different. But you get a team, I don't know. The Bills are different. You get a team that can pass with that can a really good quarterback. I think you really just need a quarterback that's a tier better than Mac Jones to beat them, and I think the Chargers could be that. If I had to predict my AFC Championship right now, I don't know if this with the seeding would add up right now, but I would go Chargers Patriots. It would be like in 2018 or 2017, except it'd be different. It would be close, but I would have the Chargers winning.
No, 2007.
No, they had one really recently. The Patriots walloped them.
They had another?
Yeah, it was...
Because I know the one in 2007 they got walloped.
Yeah, it happened again.
Played on a torn ACL. Okay.
It might have been 2014. Or no, it was when we played the Falcons in the NFC Championship, 2017, I think. Because Falcons went on to play the Patriots, and I'm pretty sure it was the Chargers they knocked off. That was Phillips' last good year with the Chargers. I remember. But yeah, so that's what I think. But honestly, the AFC is completely open. I've beat around the bush with the Chiefs, but I don't know. They look. I find it hard to believe the beginning of this year was that much of a fluke. They played terrible.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. Okay, no, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say almost the same argument you made for the Chiefs. I feel or for the Chargers, you could make for the Chiefs. The last 2 years, we know what the Chiefs' potential is and what they can look like with essentially the same roster, right? Yep. And their defense has been playing good. Their offense is, oddly enough, even though they just put up 48 points, their offense is the part that has been kind of lacking or lagging behind. And knowing what that offense has looked like the past 2 years, like, you can't say they don't have their best football ahead of them in good conscience either, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which, knowing what they look like at full force, if they get to that point by the playoffs or during the playoffs, like, that's a scary team.
Hand them the trophy at that point.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah.
But
yeah.
the thing with the Chiefs, and I guess this has been a recurring theme that I haven't really noticed, but I guess other people have, that Steve Spagnuolo defenses always start like shit and then figure it out like as the year goes on, which is exactly what's happening now.
Okay.
Because that defense is mauling. They're all over. When they brought Melvin Ingram in, he's been a fucking beast.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, I'm actually worried about their offense because unless they play
the Raiders every week,
because they just kill Gus Bradley. Because from what I understand, basically everybody in the NFL has been doing this like cover 2 shit, and that has been giving Mahomes just this really tough time. It's what they did to Aaron Rodgers back when we didn't have a running game. And like 2011, 2012. Well, I guess that's coming back everywhere around the league, and that's just been giving Mahomes hell all season. But the Raiders just refuse to do that for some reason, so they can just play like the good old Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm actually, the offense is legitimately the only thing I'm actually worried about the Chiefs, which feels like nonsense to say.
I know, but I think it's true. I really, like, seriously, you take out the Raiders games, the last, like, 5 games minus the Raiders, Mahomes, like, has not been really that good at all. So yeah, I'm worried about the offense, but like Fenner said, if Mahomes can like just figure it out, I mean, yeah, give them the trophy. They're back. But yeah. I guess like I also buy into narratives I want to believe, and I don't want to see the Chiefs back. It's so boring.
That's why I lose a lot of bets.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true.
Let's revisit our Super Bowl predictions. Clearly, I'm pivoting from mine. My original one was Packers and Browns. I'm keeping the Packers in there. I'm removing the Browns from this equation, and my other team in the AFC Championship was the Chiefs. I'm going back to that.
Okay.
And I think the Packers can whoop the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I really do.
I think so too.
We are getting back this week. I know we've had some offensive line injuries, a lot of them. We lost Billy Turner, but Bakhtiari returned to practice this week. Jair Alexander returned to practice this week. Buddy, I mean,
we're ready to roll.
We could be the only team. Us and the Titans are going to be the only teams actually getting healthier as the year goes on.
Well,
what was your original Super Bowl prediction, Zach?
My first one was Rams Chiefs. Then I pivoted to Rams Chargers, and honestly, I like both of those going into this. Okay. I've stuck with the Rams since day one as my NFC prediction. I'm going to, even though I'm going to stick with them, just because, like, again, the Packers, I haven't seen it in a decade. I don't know if they can get past the NFC Championship game. That is my only argument. On paper, we are the only ones who will get ahead of ourselves. Us or Brady are the only two things that can really get ahead of us. So, but I'm sticking with the Rams because I've said it. I've had them as my NFC pick since they won. So, Rams, and yeah, I'll stick with Chargers.
Okay. I think mine originally was Packers-Ravens, and I think I stuck with that all the way through the year up until today. I'm sticking with the Packers, but I don't know. It feels like the Patriots, Bill Belichick's got some crazy spells, black magic that he's working with, and the Patriots just look like they're back, and they feel like they're back, and that's an awful feeling.
I'll tell you what, I would love almost nothing more in the world than the Packers to play the Patriots in the Super Bowl, because I think the Packers kick their ass in the Super Bowl. I really, honest to God, believe that. Like, that is a very big quality of team difference. I've never been this confident in a Packer team, legitimately. I've never predicted them going to the Super Bowl. I've never predicted them winning the Super Bowl. But this year, I don't know. I haven't felt this confidence in like 7 years. And the last time that happened, I'm still broken from that game because, like Fenner said, we're still fearing Russell Wilson because of that.
Yeah.
I cannot handle another collapse like that.
Yeah. The defense is playing better than I can remember a Packers defense ever playing. And Aaron Rodgers, he looks like he's better than ever. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Hold on. I am having PTSD because I have said all of these things last year. I remember I know it's my only argument against this Packers team. I was so confident going to that NFC Championship game. So confident, and so I drove to Sheboygan to like watch it with the guys because I was like, I want to celebrate with them. I want to celebrate going to a Super Bowl with them. I said all of this last year. That is, I felt so good last year.
See, the thing with predictions,
was way worse.
It was.
Yeah, it was. The defense looks amazing right now. And the things with predictions is you can be a little early and you can be a little late. You were just a little early. I see nothing wrong with that.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, I was early.
You had the foresight to see what was happening before anybody else did. You just jumped the gun.
Yeah,
he saw the Packers beating the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship a year.
A year. Oh, yes. Good point.
Yes.
Good point. Yeah. I saw everything that happened this offseason. It's like Goot. Goot is like Doctor Strange. He has to see the timelines to win a Super Bowl, and it's to piss Aaron Rodgers off, get Jordan Love, get AJ Dillon, let Jamal Williams go. And he's like doing all these bizarre moves that led to us having
Roswell Douglas.
Led to us literally having the best team we've like ever had.
Missing out on Stephon Gilmore was actually like the best fucking thing ever.
Awesome. Oh my god, sign Randall Cobb. It literally feels like he saw some Doctor Strange one timeline. Oh man. Yeah, so
I want nothing more than the Packers to win out, get the 1 seed, and then just give the Buccaneers 2 cracks at losing in the playoffs. I need it so bad. Dude, if we have to play them again in the NFC Championship, I'll be like, I think we'll win, but that week is going to suck balls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. I'll be so scared.
Because everybody, it doesn't matter what they say, they can put on whatever front they want. If we have to play Brady in the playoffs, everybody's going to have a little deep pit right in their stomach that just says, oh, fuck.
I know. And I just don't. I can't have that happen again.
No.
I can't have that happen.
And we need to play him in Lambeau.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, I'm not going to go there.
We're already having nightmares.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's week 15. We're already worried about it. That is how much real estate this has in our brain.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because last year was the most winnable fucking NFC Championship. This is a safe space.
Winnable Super Bowl. Winnable Super Bowl, because I think we would have won fucking Super Bowl then. God damn. And America would have loved it too, because Packers Chiefs Super Bowl, way more fun. Would have been way more fun than that shit show we got. Oh my god.
Seeing Brady win was just... Listen, I don't hate Tom Brady, but seeing him win again will make me so sick to my stomach.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be like, why do I watch football? It's the same shit.
Because what's the point?
It's the same shit.
He has had a million of them. What does one... Seriously, last year was the last Super Bowl that he could win that could actually, change your opinion of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
There's nothing left to gain anymore. We get it, dude. You won. You're the fucking best.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I ever said anything bad about you.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy. You're a cool guy. I love you.
Yeah.
Now fuck
right.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have went through every stage of grief because of Tom Brady at one point or another. I mean, it's just... We weren't even in the same conference.
Right, right.
No.
I hated this guy and he was all the way across the border. God.
Ay. And he's played Rodgers, once?
Twice.
And we won.
Twice if you count the regular season game.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking on the Patriots. That was...
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, any more thoughts for the people? I love how we started off Packer best team we've ever had, and we ended with fuck Brady. You can see the gears turning on this podcast.
This is what it's like. This is literally like the Tiger Woods effect in golf, where there was a proven statistical disadvantage on a major on a Sunday, or any tournament on a Sunday. If you were in the final grouping with Tiger Woods, he had such an aura that you were literally, I think statistically, 2 or 3 strokes worse than you would have been any other day. That's what it's like playing against Tom Brady. It's just there is just something about it that he radiates this evil aura that just
black magic.
So worried.
Yeah,
devil magic. Listen, he sold his soul, and I hope it was worth it.
Yeah.
And it looks like it did. He got a good return on investment. Yeah. All right. Well,
married to Giselle, the best quarterback of all time.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
Retired with his buddies in Tampa Bay and just winning Super Bowls.
Who knows if he's going to retire? Who knows at this point, honestly?
Why would
he could play for another 10 years and do exactly
Right.
what he's doing.
Yep.
Yeah, you just
and I kind of hope he does, if I'm being completely honest.
Same.
Sure.
Like,
I don't care anymore.
I want to keep like being like, how much longer can he do it until he's like
honestly,
60?
I want to root for 55-year-old Tom Brady.
Yep. Right.
I want nothing more than that.
Right. That is just like, we get it. But like, he's so far past like he could just retire.
Legitimately, how does a 50-year-old Tom look different than a 44-year-old Tom?
I don't think it does.
Continues to not eat tomatoes and bang his Swedish model wife. I'm pretty sure that'll keep him plenty young.
Right.
And kissing his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Suck the youth out of them.
Suck the youth out of the kids. Yeah, Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. Well, I'm pretty sure Bob Kraft was one of those like QAnon conspirators where everybody thought he was like sucking the souls out of children to keep them like young and everything. I think maybe he just gave some of that to Tom. I think we need like a QAnon Tom Brady conspiracy. I could probably start one.
I'd believe it.
It's not sucking the souls. They drain the blood out of kids and pump
the
blood.
adrenaline.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's their fear. It's their fear that like keeps them young. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. I think it relates to Pizzagate somehow too.
Absolutely, it does. Yeah.
And the Clintons.
Way deeper.
Yeah.
This goes back to like World War II. It's fucking crazy. I wish QAnon conspirators weren't like actually dangerous, weird fucking fringe people, because the QAnon conspiracies are fantastic.
They could start just podcasts instead. Like, why can't they just do that? Yeah.
They did. They had one. That's for a while. Yeah, it was something like that. It was wild stuff.
All right. Well, I think that
enough football talk.
I was gonna say enough football talk. We talking about we got to drinking adrenaline. So, well, hey, that does it here with the Farmcast. Stay tuned. We'll have some tricks up our sleeve come playoff time. We'll definitely have a big super wild card Sunday or weekend, I guess. Special. And yeah, let's just see how this thing plays out. A lot of football still, kind of unfortunately, but it's kind of nice too. We still had like 3 months of football, so pretty cool stuff. And hey, stay tuned to the #1 football podcast, the Farmcast. So make sure to smash that like, subscribe, follow button, and comment who you have in the Super Bowl. Let us know. But yeah, that does it here at the Farmcast. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.